Hi guys, what's up? What's up? I'm like learning how to whistle. I don't know how to whistle. So I've been walking around like whistling. I don't know how to whistle. It's so crazy. Hi guys. Hi. Hi. I'm just gonna wait for a couple of more to enter the chat. What's going on? How y'all feeling? Y'all laughing at me? You laughing at me? Who's this? Tiffany? Do you know how to whistle? You have like a good technique? Because I really don't know how to whistle. I don't know how to whistle and I don't know how to wink. Two things that I wish I knew how to do. Because I would be whistling to the cows come home, child. And be winking at everybody. Right? I don't know how to do it. Welcome back from your second honeymoon. Thank you. It was kind of like a second honeymoon. It was like romantic. I mean, it rained. It rained the entire time, child. Paris weather is not for the faint. Like, it is not cute at all. But it wasn't cold. It was just like rainy, but it wasn't like pouring rain. So it was nice. It was very nice. I am, hopefully the vlog goes up on Sunday, but I'm trying my best for the vlog to go live on Sunday. So let's see. Let's cross our fingers, child. Let's cross our fingers. All right. So I'm doing this live because I always, not always, I don't want to sound like a regular influencer. They always asking, no. That's not true. But I do get constant requests or just questions about like my body transformation, my health journey. You guys know I've been on it for not too long, but I've made drastic changes, which I think like dress sizes down, clothes are baggy on me. I have to get things tailored. I've completely switched up my diet. So I want to share that journey with you guys, and I want to do this live with my nutritionist because I figured that in order for me to have a successful health journey, in order for this to be a lifestyle for me, in order for it to not be just like a quick diet and I go back to my bad habits, I had to change my relationship with food. I had to change my relationship with food. And it's so funny because manifestation and just talking things out loud is real, because as I was going through this, I met Trey, who is my nutritionist. So I probably should have already put him on the live before I said all of that, but I'm going to request him. Wait, let me see. I think he requested me. Oh, here we go. And we're going to talk about some things. So let me go live. Y'all know me. I can't do all this. You want to go to Paris to shop and eat. I love that. Hi, Trey.
Gee, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain. Can't complain.
I
Thank you
love
for
that.
the little introduction.
Yes.
I
A
appreciate that.
little introduction. I feel like I should have put you on the live before I did all of that, but it's fine.
That's all good. It's nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. So, how you been? So, how was your honeymoon?
The honeymoon was beautiful. We were present. It rained the entire time. I was telling everybody it rained the
Yeah.
entire time. But it was something romantic about it. It was something how the lights shine in the rain, and the structures of the building, and the cobblestone, and just people just still sitting
Yeah.
outside in the cafes and eating. So it was just like it was very slow pace, like, right? So it was romantic in that sense.
Yeah. That's amazing. And one thing I also, even though I've never been to Italy yet, I plan on going. But one thing I love how they still got out there is they prioritize you eating with your significant others or your family still.
1000%.
And that's one thing I hear from all my
1000%.
clients every single time they go out there, you know? So
Yes.
everybody's always with somebody while participating in activity versus us, you
Yes.
know, in America, we isolate ourselves because we're always hustling and bustling. So
Yes.
I love that
Yes.
you enjoyed yourself.
I did. I did. And we ate.
And you
So
ate. What did you eat, by the
we ate.
way?
What did I eat?
Mm.
Don't get don't get mad. What did I eat? So we ate a lot of fish. We ate some Italian. We had some Caribbean food out there. Still maintaining our proportions, still doing our intermittent fasting, but we ate. We
Yeah.
ate. We didn't. I'm not a big like pastry eater anyway, so I didn't have all of those. You know, like a croissant or like those pastry things. I didn't eat a lot of those. And I don't drink coffee or anything. I had me a couple of cocktails. I didn't have a skinny girl. I
No
had
spritz?
cocktails. No apple spritz. No, no, no. I
Okay.
do not like how they sound, how they taste. But yeah. So we ate,
Okay.
we
Yeah.
ate.
So here's an interesting fact that a lot of Americans don't know, especially if you didn't go to Europe. Did you notice that you bloated at all while you was out there?
No,
Eating all the breads, eating all the pasta, eating all the noodles. You tell me you didn't bloat once, right?
no. And me and my family was just in Italy. So this time we were in Paris, but the last time we was in Italy in the summertime, I came back and I lost weight. So I was
So
lighter than
lighter, right?
going. Yes.
So a lot of people just have this preconceived notion that when you are eating a whole lot of carbs, right? Because now you know nowadays in America they all demonize carbs. Carbs are bad for you. Carbs are gonna kill you. Little things like that. But when you go to a different country, then for some odd reason you're eating the exact same carbs that they tell us to stay away from, but you're actually losing weight. Why do you think that's the case?
I mean, the ingredients and how the pasta is made, and that's what we realized on the trip. Because, like, I want to say I was there for 2 weeks. I'm gonna say like day 3, I was not tired. I was not feeling, just like sluggish,
Sluggish.
full, and
Right.
I we ate pasta morning, noon, and night
Most
for two
definitely.
weeks straight.
Hmm.
And I knew it was something different. I knew
Yeah.
it was something different. Um when I just didn't feel the way I normally feel when I go to, let's say, Serafina here in New York City and have a big plate of pasta.
Most definitely. And what a lot of people don't know is just the little things, right? So pasta, ladies who's here, is not bad. It's how the pasta is prepared that is bad. And it's the type of noodles that they use within the pasta that is bad. I already see some people comment on it. It's going to be like the preservatives, the additives, things
Hmm.
like emulsifiers, even though emulsifiers is really not in pasta. But these things your body do not recognize. And if it doesn't recognize it, it's going to cause some inflammation. If it causes some inflammation, that's what's going to literally create the perfect environment for you to bloat. It's really that simple. So ironically, when people go out of the country and they eat the things that they want, for some odd reason, like you said, they might even stabilize their weight or they might lose weight. But when you go and have the exact same assortment or the exact same meal in America, you're gonna gain the weight. So that's why I always tell my clients, hey, if you're gonna invest in a vacation, go outside the country because now you can have a little bit more fun with your
Yeah.
food sources and you're not gonna gain as much weight because it's not as manipulated as it is in America. you know
Which is so sad.
yeah, it's sad, but that's where
It's
we
sad and it's eye-opening.
yeah, most
How
definitely.
we prioritize the food industry across these different countries, right?
Hmm. And like
So,
even like you said, like if you pick up a regular Fanta orange soda
oh
in
yeah,
America,
yeah, yeah. It's sugared
nothing but
down. You
sugar.
go to Italy, like the Sprite just tastes like salsa water, and you
Exactly.
put lime and lemon in it, and you mix it up.
Exactly.
But it's
Yep.
delicious and it's light, and you don't taste the sugar. Here, I literally when I sip Sprite, I taste the sugar.
Most definitely. And that's because what you're tasting is FHCH, which stands for high fructose corn syrup. And
Mm,
America kind of went crazy with that. And that's what's like one of the main ingredients in all of our drinks. You know what I'm saying? And because that is the case, it's literally the exact same formula as it is in Italy. They just added extra sugar to it so we can overconsume it.
right, because it's
That's
addictive.
sad. Yeah,
The sugar is addictive.
it
Like,
is.
Yeah.
Sugar is addictive. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't understand. Sugar is more addictive than cocaine.
Yes, and that's why recovering drug addicts always have a lot of candy, sugar, right? Because it's kind of helping that whatever it does to your brain, your body is something that they need after they have recovered. So yeah, totally. It is addictive for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, and just so people don't understand, like it's kind of nerdy. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, but it's kind of like your parietal lobe and your prefrontal cortex is the thing that help you make decisions on a daily basis, right? Sugar kind of overrides it, and because it overrides it, it makes you less conscious of what you're really doing, and makes you want more of what you're eating because, of course, sugar gives you that dopamine spike that a lot of people is looking for. You know, so ironically, if you ever ask yourself when you first go to a restaurant, Chi, what's the very first thing they give you?
Bread,
Why?
stuff you up. I don't
So what's happening, and that's the point. A lot of people don't say, "Oh wow, just free bread. I'll just go ahead and eat it." And of course, you can go to like
know.
a Outback, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? You go to Ruth Chris, they got some great bread,
They
but it's
sure do.
because
And you
it's
put a
gonna
little butter on it, yeah, yeah,
put
you
a little
do.
butter on it. You know what I'm saying? And what's gonna happen now is because that's gonna basically override your parietal lobe now. And what's gonna happen is because your glucose levels are doing a whole lot of this, your brain now is thinking it's starving. And now because your brain thing is starving, you're looking at this menu and you're like, ooh, well, I wasn't looking at the sweet potato casserole. I wasn't looking at this butter cake from Mastro's, but
Not
now I want
sweet
it.
butter casserole. What is that?
Sweet potato casserole? You
Yeah.
at Root Chris is basically sweet potatoes and they put a little bit of breading on it. The key
Hmm.
word, more bread,
Okay.
more sugar,
So the
you know?
bread does that to you.
Period. Especially bread in America. They have studies that shown that people are eating croissants every single day in Paris, France, Italy, whatever the case may be. And they can eat that every single day, kind of like what you noticed. And they do not gain weight because they're not having the same override happening within their brain. But when you eat it in America, once again, there's a reason why a lot of people have to ask themselves, why can you buy some bread, let it sit in your pantry for over a month, and it's still good to eat? It's still good to
Crazy.
consume.
It's the scariest thing.
But over there, their bread only lasts 3 to 4
Yeah, I'm about to say three
days.
days.
You
Three
see what I'm
days.
saying?
Three
Unless you
days.
want to kill somebody, once it turns to the fourth day, you can pick it up and smack it over somebody's head, and they're gonna
It's
die
hard.
because it's real bread. But once
Yeah.
again, what makes the bread spongy in America is sugar.
Mm.
So we're gonna add a little bit more things to make this bread more stealth, with a stable shelf life. Long story short.
Right. So this is why it was important for me in this, in my health journey to get with the nutritionist because this is exactly what I wanted to understand. I needed to be educated on food. What are some good foods? What does that food do to my body? Why is it doing it to my body? So when I'm out in the world at
Yes.
restaurants or
Yes.
sometimes I text you. Remember, I text you like, should I
Yeah.
do this or this?
Yeah.
Which one? Which one? Right?
Yeah.
Because it's going to take me some time to understand all of this because it's so complex. But it's so important to understand that because um, just in this whole with me and my journey, right? I needed to have this relationship with food that was a good one and that I understood it and I understood how it affected my body and what to put in and what not to put in, just so it can be constant, right?
Yes.
Because I would do a diet for like 2 weeks, get my little results, my little tiny results, like I mean, my 2 pound loss, and then I would go right back to how I was eating, and it's terrible.
Right.
Super
Now,
terrible.
why do you think the average person do exactly what you just did? Or that you do all the time when it comes to a diet?
I mean, my first instinct is because they just don't know,
Right. Or
right?
better yet, it's not sustainable.
No, it's not. It's
You see
not
what I'm saying?
sustainable.
So
No,
like a lot of
no.
people, when they do a diet, of course you're doing it with the expectation to change your body composition, lose weight, whatever the case may be. But some people, because they don't understand nutrition, they're just mimicking what everybody else is doing online. So
Right.
if you see somebody else, your favorite influencer, okay, I'm gonna eat chicken, broccoli, rice, and I don't see no seasoning on this chicken, so I'm gonna do that. Right? You're gonna do that for 2 months. But then on the
Mhm.
third month, hypothetically, let's say you did hit your goal weight. Let's say you did lose 25 pounds and that was your goal. What are you going to go back to? what you naturally know. And what you naturally know and what you desire is the foods that makes you happy,
Yeah.
not unseasoned chicken.
But you know what, too? What I've also discovered is that we could eat the same thing and have
Yes.
totally different results, right? My body reacts to certain foods different than other people's. So, right, you
Oh,
can't
definitely.
just look at your favorite influencer or your favorite, athlete or whatever and
Thank
just
you.
kind of, oh, they're doing that. Oh, they're eating chicken and broccoli. Okay, I'm going to eat chicken and broccoli.
Most definitely. And one thing I love, even like one of your followers just said it, everybody has a different body type, right?
Yes.
So what may work for Chi, it's not gonna work for Shola. That was one of my ex-clients. I see she's in this live right now. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that's because ultimately y'all possibly have different lifestyles as well. So you
Right.
also gotta focus on, in a sense, how much muscle mass you have, right? Because if Chi got a little bit more muscle mass than the average woman, she could technically eat more, right?
Right.
You guys also
Right.
got to work, focus on your lifestyle. So you got to focus on cortisol levels. A lot of women nowadays, especially clients, kind of like you, honestly, women who have high status, high influence, and they're always chasing a bag. But because you are chasing a bag, what did that come with? Now your cortisol levels are going to be higher. If your cortisol is going to be higher, now your all entire hormones are going to be out of whack. If that happens, that's when you see a lot of women when they hit their 40s, entering their 50s, especially around menopause, they start gaining a lot of belly fat.
And you want to know, so remember the last conversation we had, I was like, I'm losing weight, but still
Yeah,
my midsection
it's not moving.
is not moving.
Mm.
What do I need to do?
hmm So first off, when I tell my clients, whatever number, okay, let's say hypothetically, she's trying to shoot for 160 pounds, right? What I would naturally tell her is, I want you to go 5 pounds lower every single time. And the reason why is because your belly fat is your body's savings account. That
Mm,
is always going to be the last thing to go from your body. Why? Because around your internal organs, your main organs that make you live, your liver, your pancreas, your gallbladder, your small intestine, your colon, you know what I'm saying? Your kidneys, all of that is hosted near your gut. So that is your body savings account because hypothetically, if me and God forbid, if somebody is obese, gets shot in their stomach, and LeBron James gets shot in his stomach, LeBron James got no body fat. He's gonna have more damage way faster than the person that's obese. You see
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
And that's because simply I am protecting my main internal organs. Your body is smart. Our bodies do not care about our vanity. All your body's trying to do is survive. And the best way to survive is, hey, if I protect the things that could possibly take me out, if something goes awry, let's go ahead and put some fat here. But the
right.
issue is also, because of the American diet, which is actually called a SAD diet. That's a new coin term. The standard American diet. We eat so much calories, and I'm gonna say calories specifically coming from carbs. Why do I point out carbs? Because when you're eating things like protein or things that naturally has protein in it, things that came from the earth like that, it also comes with fat. And your hormones is gonna know that, hey, this person is eating based off what your small intestine is releasing. So ironically, there's everybody's, well, a lot of people now, not everybody, because you're not taking it. A lot of women nowadays are taking the GLP-1s, right?
Which I hear is still not good for you.
So here's what I'll say. Because I'm a holistic nutritionist, I don't really advocate for it. But ultimately, if you're somebody who is trying to lose weight and you feel like you tried everything underneath the sun, any type of weight loss is better than none. The only problem with it is what type of weight you are losing.
Right, because it's not proportion in
It's
some of
not
the results, right?
mhm,
Like it doesn't look, I don't want to
as
say,
good, but it's
some
because
people look good, some people look great, and some people don't. I would assume it's because of body type, lifestyle, what you're saying, right? They could be eating differently, but I've noticed a larger portion of people who take that medication, the proportion in like the weight loss isn't.
yeah, because all weight loss is not good weight loss. Just like all money is not good money. Right? So you're losing weight, but because you're not tracking where the weight is coming off of, because one thing you got to also keep in mind, how does this drug work? The reason how glucagon, like peptide 1, works is because you're simply not eating. Period. If
Does
you're
it
not,
suppress it? It does it. So So does it suppress your
It suppresses your appetite.
appetite?
Yes, it do.
That's all it does?
That's all it does. And it makes you more insulin sensitive. So that's why this drug was actually made for diabetics. It is
Diabetics.
perfect for diabetics. But now the average common person is picking this up with the expectation to lose weight. They are losing weight, but they are losing more muscle. When people lose weight, especially on the GLP-1, they're losing tendons, they're losing ligaments, they're losing connective tissue, they're losing muscle and fat. The funny thing is, 83% of your metabolism is contingent upon how much muscle mass you have.
Jesus. Jesus.
So hypothetically, if you're losing a lot of your
Eh,
muscle, that's why, and it's crazy. I literally just got off the phone with a client about an hour ago, or somebody who's interested in signing up on my program. And she was like, oh yeah, I was on Ozempic. Trey, I lost 90 pounds on Ozempic, so that's good, right? That's a win. And in 6 months, she went from 160 pounds to 240.
That's
This is anecdotal. This is one person I spoke to today, right? So everybody might be different. But the reason why she gained the weight back is because she didn't fix the root issue, which is her
right. Is
relationship with
yes, with
food.
food. Yes. Yes.
Okay?
She
Instead of
went
me
back
eating
to the
five
old
donuts, I eat
habits.
one donut on GLP-1. But after GLP-1, I get my hunger back. If I usually order 5 donuts, I'ma still order 5 donuts. Like even like me, I was somebody who grew up with weight issues, right? So ironically, I used to go to Samya Cookies. That's my advice. I'm not gonna lie to
Right. The
y'all.
crazy thing is I was going through your page
Hmm.
and I was like,
Yeah,
had
yeah,
no idea.
yeah. So I've
And
been
you did
really,
that. Wait, hold on, because we got to talk about this too. You did that just through fixing your relationship with food
that's
and
it.
obviously some exercising. But what I've noticed in my journey too, like the food is so important. When I first started like this whole journey 2 months ago, 3 months ago now, I want to say like November. We did like in November, Terrence
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah,
we
yeah.
did it together. It was in November. Um, I wasn't going to Pilates. I wasn't going to the gym. We wasn't doing anything. We were just like, we're taking out sugar. So first thing, no sugar, no pasta, and we weren't drinking alcohol. Eliminating those three things from from the diet, I went
Easy,
from 167
easy.
to 151.
Yeah.
And I'm still down. I'm like 145 right now.
Okay,
So,
all right.
I'm like
And we 10 pounds
145
away
right
from our
now.
goal. That's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
like
there you go.
145 now. But like the beginning portion was strictly food and
Most
taking
definitely.
out sugar.
Yes. Right. And the reason
Crazy.
why is because once again, like even like you said, pastas, breads, just in general, sugar. First off, when sugar hits the bloodstream, your body literally inhibits lipolysis. Lipolysis is the activation of your body releasing body fat to be burned to be used as fuel. Period. Ironically, right now, if she decided to fast for 3 days, right? Nobody's doing a 3 day fast. That's not what I'm saying, y'all. But let's say
He
she
be
decided to
making
do a
me
3 day
do
fast.
48 hour fast, y'all. Wait,
A
what we did, a 3 hour?
48-hour
48
fast.
hours.
48 hours.
Scary.
Why? Because that's going to finally teach your body how to become fat adapted. Now your body's going to be a better machine. Our bodies are machines. A lot of people don't view it like that, but our body's just a machine. If we give it the right inputs, we're going to get the right outputs. You know? So because the average person never did a 48-hour fast, have you ever asked yourself why, if you reflect back on the days when we seen Soul Train, how did the average person look?
They were slim.
Why?
I don't want to give you an answer about Soul Train and Slim in the 80s.
I
Because listen,
know you're
because they
younger, so
probably
you
had
know back
other
in my
things going
day,
on.
back in my day.
They probably had other things going on.
Yeah, a
But
little bit of other things going on. But ironically, back in the day, it was common for people, especially our grandmas, they went one day without food.
oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't by choice. They
Yeah.
wasn't
Right.
saying, I am going one day without food to lose weight. They had to do it because
Yeah.
either they didn't have the right type of refrigeration, food went
Or they didn't
spoiled,
have money.
and they didn't have money. They didn't have money, right? But because they did that, we as humans are innately know within our genes. If we go a day without food, what our body's gonna do is going to say, okay, cool. She is not providing me any energy today. We got to figure something out. How are we going to survive? Oh, I know. I actually got something in my savings account called body fat. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break this down instead and use it as energy. And ironically, the human body gets more energy from its own body fat than the food that we give it on an average day. So what does that tell you? So our bodies are made to fast. We came from a group of people back in the day where we were hunters and gatherers, which means what? If she and her husband and y'all were cavemen and cave women, and he didn't catch nothing to eat that day, what was y'all gonna
Yeah, he
eat?
wasn't eating. We weren't
Y'all wasn't
eating.
gonna eat. So your bodies are already adapted to burn fat and to fast. But because nowadays we're in a plague of prosperity.
Consumption. We're in
You
a
see what I'm saying?
overconsumption.
I can get some
Everything.
food
Overeating,
now.
overbuying, over everything in abundance.
We don't
We
gotta
can't
cook anymore.
fathom. Yeah,
You
we
see what I'm
couldn't. Oh yeah,
saying?
we definitely don't cook.
And because we don't cook anymore and now we can get food with a press of a button.
Yeah.
Oh, I
We some
had a
Uber
good day
Eats.
today. Let me treat
Uber
myself
Eats.
to this Uber Eats, to this Thai food, to this DoorDash, etc.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of us as black people, some of us, we say, hey, you know what? Especially if you know you're a little bit more religious. I'm Christian. Oh, I don't smoke. I don't do a whole lot of drinking anymore. Right? But I don't think food is a vice,
Yeah.
but that is the biggest vice.
Yeah.
Right?
1000%.
And that's a slow drip that's going to kill you. It's still going to kill you. You're going to have the same outcome as these drugs, but this is going to kill you slower. Right?
Wait, is this wait? I'm about to be real. I might be a little ignorant. I don't know, but is this
Nothing.
a
There's no
reason
such
why?
thing. There's no such thing.
Wait, is there a reason? Is this the reason why? Okay, it's kind of like a myth, probably, or a joke. I don't know what they say. Like people that's like on drugs, they kind of live longer than
They're not eating.
people, right?
So you see the local crack. No, excuse my French, y'all. But you know, now we're going to
I
have a real
know. That's why I'm
conversation.
like, yeah,
Y'all see a
but
local
yeah,
crackhead, right? And they're
man,
outliving the
they
average
should live
person.
for years.
Right.
They
Right.
outlive.
They
They
outlived a
outlive.
person who, for
Crazy.
some odd reason, never did any crack, never did any smoke any drugs, never did any alcohol, but they're 280, 300 pounds. And now, honestly, ask yourself one question. When was, and it's sad I had to put it like this, but it really is running rampant in our community.
Mhm.
Name or think about one 60-year-old that you ever seen that was over 300 pounds.
I mean, I know some people.
Some, right? But now you got pull from anecdotal experiences,
Yeah.
right? That's not as common. Because what's going to happen is because it took your body time to develop a disease like diabetes. A lot of people don't know it takes your body 10 years of you keep doing the same thing over and over again to start becoming insulin resistant or diabetic. That's why nowadays, especially in our generation, there is now 1 out of 10 kids. Sad to
Crazy.
say, three
It's
out of
sad.
10 black kids are pre-diabetic and they're under the age of 15. How?
Nuts. Yeah.
How? It's because mom don't know
Bad
any better.
habits.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? And she just passing along the same things, the same way to prepare food like her grandmother did, right? To her, and nobody's changing the root issue, which is the food that we're having in our household.
And this is why we have you, right? Because your main goal, what's your main goal and mission with all of
So
this?
I believe that my anointing on this earth is really helping black families become healthier. And what I did when I was getting my master's was my dissertation was social economic status and how it affects obesity rates in minorities. And one thing I realized was, wow, I'm not big boned. It's not my genetics because I always blame my genetics. That's what my mom told me. Oh, Trey, you're just big because you're genetic. You know, your grandma's big, all that stuff, right? No, it's the fact that it is the environment that
Yes.
I was placed in.
Yes.
That was really the issues. It's the habits that I picked up from my mom that is the issues. Hey Trey, you get an A. Guess what? It was Pizza Friday.
Yeah.
Hey Trey, go ahead and do your schoolwork. And I did it. I got a treat of ice cream.
Or
Do you see what I'm
Chinese, or
saying?
the local Chinese,
Chinese
or
food. You
Chinese
see what I'm
food.
saying? So
Mhm.
I'm getting pleasure and I'm associating food with pleasure.
Yeah.
So
And
now
wins,
anytime I have
right?
an
And
off day,
accomplishments.
I'm
Wins
gonna
and
eat something.
accomplishments. Yeah.
Yes, and with accomplishments, right? If Chi, this I don't know. Matter of fact, you are now a sponsor or ambassador with Sephora.
Hmm.
Was there food at your event?
Yes.
So we celebrate, especially as black people, with food.
Yeah. Mhm.
And that food, hypertension, diabetes, majority of cardiovascular disease. A lot of people think that a lot of cancers are hereditary. Only 5% of cancers are hereditary. What does that mean?
It's so
95%?
wait, but it's so funny because that you say
Yeah.
that. I saw my I was doing like breast examination and things like that, and I was talking about getting a test to make sure that I didn't have any cancer cells in
Yeah.
my genetics or whatever.
Mhm.
But she was telling me that a lot of cancer is not due to
Hereditary.
hereditary.
Mm-mm.
And
Now,
I was blown away because they always ask you too. Like they always ask you, did your grandmother have it? Did you anybody in your maternal, paternal side had cancer, right? Because they gotta figure that out. But to understand like the small percentage of people that get cancer has nothing to do with their family lineage.
but you know
It's
why
not
they ask you that?
hereditary.
Because they're not really telling you straight up. But what they're asking you is, grandma had it, right? Mom had it, right? Grandma must have passed down the same habits to your mom. Mom must have passed down the same habits to you. You're more likely to get it. Not because it's your genes, it's because that's how you was nurtured to do.
Mm,
So what a lot of people don't understand, genes ultimately load the gun, right?
mm-hmm,
Now your lifestyle pulls the trigger.
mm,
So I could be susceptible to be obese, but if I'm doing the right activities and making the right choices to not be obese, I'm gonna be a-okay. Just like from my personal experience, one thing I learned was I grew up as a kid. I thought that when you get the age of 70, they cut off your legs. I really believe
right,
that.
because you've seen so many people have their legs cut off, so
Not
you just
so
thought
many
that
people, both sets of my grandparents
yeah. So you
had no
just thought you seen
legs.
yeah.
So I'm thinking, oh wow, okay, all
Yeah,
right. So
that's
I
what it
can just
is. That's what
jump
I just
around,
said.
play
Yeah.
basketball for 50, 60 years, and then
Yeah.
after that, you already know your legs is gone.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was ignorant of the fact that, oh, my grandma had diabetes complications.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather died from heart disease.
Mm,
My mom was pre-diabetic at one point until I got her right.
mm.
Right? And my mom was pre-diabetic, and you know what they was telling her to eat? Eat oatmeal, drink orange juice.
All
I
sugar.
swear to sugar. But
Well,
guess what?
the whole healthcare is a scheme
Yeah.
set up by Todd anyway. So it's all a scheme and they all working together. It's all a loop. So I can
A
understand
lot of
that.
people don't know that. A lot of people now, every single time you might bump your knee and you go to the doctors, they say, oh, I see you bumped your knee, but you need a GLP-1? There's a reason why. Because there's something called an equality incentive. If I say you the drug, you pick
Oh,
up
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah. I get
prescription,
more money,
I'm getting paid.
right? But the
Right?
insurance people own the practice. The insurance people own the people that's making
They own
the
the
medicine.
practice, period. And
Yeah.
ironically, these pharmaceutical companies have interest and invested in the food companies. So
Mm.
now, for some odd reason, you go into the cereal aisle and you see, or oatmeal, and for some odd reason, you see what? Oatmeal, heart healthy. Honey Nut Cheerios, lower your cholesterol, right? Do you not know that you can buy that badge?
Wait, somebody says something is not true. Okay, this might be somebody that's in the medical field, child, in the
Oh yeah, we can talk. We can
pharmaceuticals.
talk. Bring them in. What's
They
not true?
work for CVS because CVS own everything. Okay,
Not
they own
CVS.
the insurance. They do. They own the insurance company. They own the pharmacy, and they own the manufacturers that's making the drugs.
Hey, yeah, so here's the thing. Somebody said this is not true. Pharma does not have ownership in the food companies. No, that's what I'm saying. They are investing in the food companies, which means what?
Uh,
I can literally do a trial, but guess what? This trial is backed by us. It's backed by us. The person who's pushing off the food. So I'll give you an idea. If you Google right now, Tufts, which is one of the best universities when it comes to nutrition, right? They have a food compass. I wish I can go ahead and share my screen on this live, but I can't. What they will literally say is right now they say Honey Nut Cheerios and frosted mini wheats are healthier than eggs. It says it right there. Google it. Google it. How can they say that? That Honey Nut Cheerios is more healthier than eggs. right? Is because if you look at who invested for this study,
I can believe it.
it's
I
gonna
believe
be
you. I believe
Kellogg.
you. I
It's gonna
believe you.
be
I don't trust any of it.
Nabisco. You see
1000%.
what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
So they don't
Yeah.
own the manufacturers, but they are working in tandem.
I'm
That's the
sure.
point I'm trying to prove.
I'm sure, and then probably giving the money to the what's this? The federal, the F. What's the federal that kind of regulates the food and all that? What's that agency?
What? The
The
food and drug
FDA?
administration?
No, 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 not FDA. But
Crazy.
you know that test all the food. They probably giving money to them, and that's how things are getting through.
Period. If you go into the produce aisle and the meat aisle, the dairy aisle is more regulated than the manufactured items. Let's put it like that. So that's why people can make these claims such as this is heart healthy, little things like that, because it's not as regulated. It's really that simple. That's why they be lying on the
Yeah, the
label every single
FDA.
time that says, hey, if I pick up some spray right now, some Pam spray, and you look at the back, it says zero. But why does it say it's zero, but the serving size is 0.25 of a second, which means 1/4 of a second? Why are they doing that? Because they already know that if we put 1 second, it's really about 10. But what sounds better, 10 calories or zero? So we're gonna put zero and say the serving size is 473 servings, and a serving size is 1/4 of a second because you're not gonna read all that. Why
Hmm.
are they able to do that? The Food and Drug Administration in America. That's the thing.
Oh, they
Okay.
put conspiracy theories in here.
Bring up access. You matter of fact,
Jenny
Jenny
is
Jackson.
Jenny.
Yeah, join the call. We could talk. Join the call. I don't want to be problematic, but we could join the call. Okay, we could
No,
talk.
I don't think
And
it's
then we can research it right
problematic. I
there.
just think,
Yeah.
I mean, when we talk about food in America, it's tied to so many things. It's tied to capital, it's tied to
Yes.
policy, and it's political. Like, this is not just food, right? That we're talking about. It's just a web of things
Yeah.
that impacts why the food in America is not good. And that's the truth. That blanket statement is the truth. So I mean, I don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers or
Yeah.
make
Yeah. Me either.
anyone upset because they
Yeah.
might work in that industry. I don't know if Jenny works in pharmaceuticals and industry. I know she is a top executive, right? Like, she has a voice, she drives change, she works there, so she's probably protecting things that she probably is working on or working for, or the good part of it. But overall, it's a big problem. So I guess let's go. Let's kind of get back on track, because I see people getting a little, you know. I don't
All
want
right.
anyone to get
It's cool.
upset about this, because we're just trying to share some facts about food and how it impacts our bodies and things like that. So sorry, I lost track of my thought.
Oh no, that's totally fine. Trust me, I get it. I totally get it. That's what
Sorry,
I'm
because
like.
I'm
Okay.
like I'm reading these things.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm reading these comments. But let's talk about what you do for your clients, and how do you help them get on their track to healthy eating, healthy living, and making it a lifestyle.
Most definitely. So what I do for my clients is I coined a term called like social nutrition, right? So I make hard, complex things that people don't understand, and I break it down and simplify it so like a first grader will understand.
Yeah, I
You
love
know?
that though.
And
Because
what
it
I like
is
to
very
do,
complex. It's very
yeah,
complex.
nutrition is complex, and a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know, which is a fact. If you go to medical school right now, the average doctor only took one class of nutrition.
I can believe that.
So doctors are taught to prescribe. They're taught to
Yeah.
treat the symptoms, right? Not
Yeah.
alleviate or get rid of the symptoms, not fix the
Yeah.
root issue.
Or
They're
even
not
prevent.
or
Yeah.
prevent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no money in prevention. There's money in treating.
But you see what I'm saying?
You
It's
see,
all a scheme.
you see
It's
what I'm
all
saying? So, anyways, that's neither here and there,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
so what I do is I try to have an idea of how my clients live their lifestyle. But this is just not a nutrition program. We fix your lifestyle plan. So this is not a diet. And my clients will say it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle plan. Because all I make you do is make you more aware of your actual choices and why you are doing these choices. right? So somebody like Shola, I know for a fact, she on my program, she lost like 28 to 30 pounds. But Shola has a sweet tooth. And the funny thing is, I didn't work with Shola for 2 years now. I remember Shola though, because I remember my bomb clients. But she had a sweet tooth. She always had a snack. But she always had a snack because the way her lifestyle was set up, she never had time to really eat a meal. So
Mhm.
she pushed over the inevitable, which is, hey, my body need nutrients. And I'm gonna go ahead and supply it with something to hold it over. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're 33, excuse me. Okay. But what a lot of women need to do is start putting themselves off the back burner, put themselves on the front.
Yeah.
And what especially a lot of women of us black people, let's be real. We're always trying to chase money, we're always trying to get money, right? Because we don't come from money. Right. So when y'all in a higher position, now we are working all around the clock. Shola was somebody who was supposed to clock out at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. She's still doing emails at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I had to ask her why. She's like, oh, well, I make this money. I feel like I'm obligated to do it. Yet one thing I pointed out to her, when I have a client who is from Asian descent, that happen to be Caucasian, when 5 o'clock hits, I promise you, they're not doing no more
Laptop
work.
closed.
Closed.
They going out doing
Less
and
work.
we the ones, yep, and we the
I'm
ones still
not
working
getting
too.
paid. But once again, we was taught that we had to work harder than everybody. Right? So now I'm sending out emails at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, yet I am trading in money or time for money. Because I'm going to pay for that sooner than later. Because now my cortisol level is going to be higher. Now I'm going to be a little bit more inflamed. Now I'm not getting lack of sleep, which means my body's not being able to repair itself. And then now that's when the diseases start to come.
Can you explain cortisol, and what is it and what it does to your body?
So cortisol is the stress hormone. So it's a part of the catecholamines. Long story short, these are things like cortisol, dopamine, norepinephrine, epinephrine, whatever, right? But your cortisol is only released when something that happened in your environment causes you stress.
Mhm.
So ironically, back in the day, the only times we were stressed out was things like if I'm a caveman, you a cave woman, and I'm like, yo, Chi, there's a snake. You're gonna jump up. Your heart's racing. That's your adrenaline going, right? Stress. But the
Mhm.
funny thing is about stress, we're only supposed to have it acutely or transiently. Up, down, get it over with. We live a stressful lifestyle nowadays where we're going through stress
So it's
all.
constant and it's
It's
all
chronic
day.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Stress. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? And because it's
Mm-hmm.
chronic stress, it's depleting your body from things like magnesium. That's why people are stressed out. They always have headaches, right? For no reason, when you're going through stress, now your body's liver is releasing a little bit more glucose. So it's breaking down your muscles and turning it and converting it to glucose through a process called gluconeogenesis. What happens with that? Now your liver still got cleared. So now your body's gonna take that glucose that just released, that broke down from your muscles, and we're gonna convert this to fat. Guess what's gonna be stored at? Your stomach area. 'Cause that's where your liver is hosted. So
Yeah.
that's why you see a lot of women say, "Oh, Trey, um, I don't only go to sleep around midnight, 1 o'clock. I wake up at 5 o'clock to get my day started, and for some odd reason, until I got this new job that pays more money, I'm working longer hours. All the ways going in my belly area. What's going on? Stress.
So do you okay, so for someone who is in that state in their life, they're in this season in their life of, maybe they feel like maybe, they got relationship problems that cause stress, right? Or they got a new
Stress.
job, right?
Stress.
Stress. Just gave birth to babies, stress.
Stress.
Dealing with a sick parent, stress.
Stress.
What do you because it seems like because I just think we're just human and I just, we're just going to be stressed just because of life instances and situations and experiences that we go through. What is your suggestion to bring that cortisol and that stress
Level
level
down.
down? Is it exercising? What is it?
The absolute best way to bring levels down is a form of movement, stressing out your body, believe it or not. Okay. So lifting weights. A lot of people don't like lifting weights. Okay. Be a Pilates mommy. Okay. Let's say you don't want to do Pilates. It's too expensive. Okay. Go for a walk around your neighborhood. A lot of people don't know, especially as black people, because we are melanated, we need more vitamin D. Because we need more vitamin D, you know what helps modulate your stress? The sun. So ironically, people who goes out for more walks And they probably think, oh, it's because I'm moving my body, which that could be a play. But because you're getting more sunlight, you're getting more of that vitamin D that's going to help you modulate and bring your stress levels down and lower your blood pressure and lower your glucose levels. So ironically, the people who do not go for walks outside and actually get real sunlight are women or people, because men too, who has higher blood pressure and have higher sugar levels. But that's because us as black people, we need more vitamin D than somebody who is fair skinned. You know? So going out for walks and also once again, do something for you. I deal with a lot of clients where I'm like, I know you're stressed out. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you got a massage?
Yeah, it's
When was
so
the last
funny.
time
My husband told me to get. He was like, "You on one today? You need to go get a
you
massage." That's
see
what he
what I'm
told me. He
saying?
said, "You
Just
are on one
woosah.
today. Go get a massage."
Right. When was the last time you got your nails done? Oh, I
Yeah.
used to get my nails done, but you know, my kids and dude, I just never found time for myself.
And it's so important. That is so
Yes.
important to take the time for
For you.
yourself and do the things that you even enjoy. So if you are stressed out, like I know a lot of people don't like getting their nails, but I love getting my nails done.
Right.
That is a ritual. That is every 2 weeks. But I get to sit there in silence, no
And
noise,
turn off your brain.
and turn off the brain.
Turn
Yeah.
off your thoughts and have a
Maybe
little
reading
escape
a
from your own
book.
life.
What do you think? Maybe like
I'm,
reading a book, go in the corner, read, be
I'll be
silent.
honest with you. I'm reading the Bible right now. It might be adding a little bit more stress, but but yeah, reading something that you enjoy, of course, is going to lower. Just doing an activity that you're doing for yourself. You're not pleasing your man. You're not pleasing your kids. You're pleasing you. You need to start doing that at least one time a week. So me, I go to the movies by myself,
Yeah.
dolo. And
Yeah.
I'll be honest with y'all, the reason why I go to the movies, I know I don't care about the movie. I want the popcorn. But once again, I'm an ex-fat boy. I'll just be real with y'all, right? But
Yeah.
I like the association where I don't have to worry about touching my phone and dealing with 50 plus clients for at least a solid 2 hours.
Yeah. So that's very important. Taking time for yourself
For
and doing the
yourself.
things that make you
Yes.
happy, that can bring your levels, your cortisol level down. That's
Yes.
number one. That's like something that people should carve out. It's
Yes.
important. You have to do that.
But two, the second most important thing, honestly, after movement, it is, like I said, sleep. Not
No.
5 hours of
And
sleep,
we talked about sleep. We talked about
not
sleep.
pointing no fingers. Not 6 hours of sleep, ladies. I'm talking about seven, at least baseline seven, but you really want to focus on 8 hours of sleep.
Which is so
Eight
crazy
hours of sleep.
because right now we're in a culture of, hustle, no sleep over here, I don't know,
Right. I'll
whatever they
sleep
be
when I
saying, right?
did.
But it's just this
And
culture of you having to work, to the ground, and you're seen as like you're not working hard if you are not getting 8 hours of sleep, right? They,
right.
they promote you to work from sun up, sundown.
That's the American way. But the
Yeah,
irony is, if Chi had a twin, Chi works a regular 9 to 5. Y'all did the exact same activities. Y'all ate the exact same foods, but your twin worked a graveyard shift or a night shift. You would always outlive your twin every single time.
yeah,
Why? Lack of sleep.
yeah.
An analogy I like to use with my clients, it's kind of like if you have a car back in the day when we used to be kind of broke, and then you drive it in your first car, and then you notice a light come on the engine, right? On the dashboard. You're like, well, I don't know what it is, and I can't afford it. So I'm gonna keep riding it, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
you see two lights come on. You're like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I need to get my money up, but I'm gonna keep riding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then sooner than later, the check light engine comes on, and something that will only cost you $500 to fix your car,
Now it's
five
thousands.
thousand.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's the
And
price to pay.
the way your body repairs itself is only through sleep. It's only through sleep. So if you're
But
not sleeping, you're going
yeah,
to create a little bit more oxidative stress, reactive oxygen species, little nerdy things like that. That's going to cause more inflammation.
yeah. Which is also like it's funny because the more hours you get, the more rejuvenated you feel, the
There's a
more
reason why.
energized you feel, right?
Yeah.
You could get creative, all these ideas. Like I think you might be, not think you will be more productive in life if you got the enough sleep that you need.
Yes. And even off the thoughts that you said that, you notice how you said energized, but you also mentioned mental stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have something called, everybody heard of a lymphatic system. Our brain has
Mm-hmm.
something called a glymphatic system. And what this system does when you choose to go to sleep, it puts fluid around the brain and kind of like all the debris and all the things that's not supposed to be there, it gets flushed out. But it can only happen in deep sleep. You already know you got two sleep cycles. You got REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement sleep. This is what you see when you're dreaming,
Yeah.
and deep sleep. So if you're somebody who always got rapid eye movement sleep, you're not getting deep sleep. But in the deep sleep, that's when your body repairs itself. And also the thoughts and all the activities that you went through during that day, it puts into your long-term memory bank. So
Mm-hmm.
ironically, if you reflect back at the times where you did an all-nighter trying to study for a test,
Mm-hmm.
you never did as good as you thought you was going to do. If you really, really think about it. But that's because your brain wasn't able to take this information and put it in the hippocampus, which is the long-term memory center. So ironically, you were just better off just studying for 3 to 4
That's why you
hours
did
and
the
then going to
work.
sleep
You
on
went to
it.
school and did the work. Okay. Because I'm like,
Yeah,
what are you talking
that's
about?
my point.
Yeah.
I never played with my sleep. And
Yeah.
people used to ask me
Yeah.
all the time, especially when I was doing my courses, because I was in a class with all women. They're like, Trey, you're never in our study groups. How in the hell you getting better grades than us? And I'm like, I don't know,
Y'all get
but I
sleep.
sleep.
Going to
But I
sleep.
sleep, and y'all staying up all night. But I knew that always since college.
Look, someone goes, because I was going to ask the same question, simply Asia. What can we do to stay asleep longer and get deep sleep? And
So
somebody asked about sugar, which is a great thing. So we should talk about sugar next.
you can talk
But
about sugar next. Okay.
yeah.
So the best way to first off get deep sleep or to fix your sleep hygiene. The very first thing I'm gonna tell y'all to do is make sure, especially if you have an iPhone, what I want you to do is go into your this brightness. I think it's called display and brightness, something like that, right? Go to your brightness settings, scroll down. You're gonna see something called night shift mode. And what I want you to do is click on that and you're going to see color temperature. You're going to turn it all the way up to 100%. And by the way, just DM me sleep if you have sleep issues after this call, and I'll just send you my sleep video that I sent to my clients. I'll send it to you for free. Okay? But turn it up all the way to 100% in night shift mode from 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock. What's going to happen now is you're going to notice that your screen is not blue. It don't got a blue tint to it. It got more of like an orange, red tint. Why does that matter? Have you ever noticed when you was back in the day? I don't know about now anymore, but you ever notice when back in the day you used to be in a club, there used to be 1,000 people around you, music blaring. It's a dangerous environment, but now you're yawning in the club,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But then you go out with your girls, you're in a lounge setting, right? Less loud music, less people, but you're up. You still spry, right? Why?
Because of the light settings, the colors, maybe?
Lights. Lights. So the same blue light that we're receiving from our phone, it's the same light that our receptors are picking up in our eyes that comes from the sun.
So you think that it's
So
supposed to be up?
there, thank you. So now your brain is thinking, it's daytime, I need to
That
stay
is
up.
crazy. Okay, so that's not by I mean, that's by design, I'm
That's
gonna
by
assume.
design. That's
So
by
you can
design.
stay on your phone.
Stay up. Yes. Okay.
Tell you
So
this is the
now
Steve
you're
set.
on
Oh
your
my
phone,
God, Chef.
right? And you're looking at it. That's why you see people talking about blue light glasses and all that stuff now, honestly. But now you're staying up because if me and Chi was came in the cave women, when is the worst time to go to sleep? Daytime or nighttime?
The worst time?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say daytime, no?
Why? If we was cavemen and cave women.
Oh, well, how did you get your food?
Exactly. And predators are out during the daytime.
Yeah,
But predators go to sleep at nighttime too.
yeah,
So if I'm just laying under a bamboo tree and I'm asleep at 3 p.m., I'm gonna get attacked by a lion. But that lion is asleep around the same time I go to sleep.
yeah,
Do you see what I'm saying? So your body already knows this. It's based off our genetics.
yeah,
That hey, we need to stay up during the daytime. So if I'm receiving light during the day or during nighttime, my body's still thinking it's daytime. So we
yeah,
need to stay up. We have to
yeah,
stay up. So
yeah,
the very first thing I'm gonna say is definitely put that night shift mode on your phones, but also you need to start teaching yourself to wind down. Do
wind
not
down.
bring your laptop in the bed. Do not do any emails in the bed. Do not do anything of that nature. What you need to do when you decided to hit the bread, I am not doing any more work. This is me for my relaxation point because now you already associated your bed with your brain with work.
I have a question. Some people like to wind down with a glass of wine or
Mhm.
read a book in
Of
bed,
course.
right? But it still seems like you're still feeding the brain with things, right? It's hard to kind of wind down. What's your suggestion on how, what's your perfect wind down routine?
So ironically, what I would say is first off, reading a book in the bed is not bad. Drinking a glass of wine is not the worst thing in the world, but a lot of people do that because they think the wine helps them go to sleep, right? They associate wine as a sedative, which means it's going to help you go to sleep. But the
Mm-hmm.
funny thing is, you're going to go to sleep faster, but now you're going to have broken sleep.
Right, because you're gonna get up in the middle of
You're
the
going to
night.
wake up in the middle of the night because now your liver has to detoxify this alcohol that you just gave it. So that's why people go to sleep after a whole night going out with the girls at 1 o'clock, and you magically wake up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it's because your liver's like, bro, I gotta clear this out because this is literally poison for me. You know.
Mm.
So what I would say is, and by the way, I see some people I'm taking melatonin. I would always suggest y'all to never take melatonin to go to sleep. Your body produces its own melatonin. You just always so happen to inhibit your body from producing it because you are staying up. You're not winding down.
And I never thought that that works because the times that I've taken it, broken sleep.
And yeah, of
I
course.
could never go to sleep full through.
Because the melatonin is not the issue. Your body's already producing it. It's the fact that you are not helping this melatonin out because you're
Right.
still in the bed on TikTok, on Instagram at midnight. You're not going to go to sleep.
Sending memes to your friends.
Have you ever seen anybody sleep in a casino before? Ever?
I don't think so.
It's impossible.
Look. See, look, I want to shit. I'm
You see
tired.
them? Okay, yeah. See, look, that's a good sign. All right, so that means you need to be going to sleep in the next 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, I need
Okay.
I need to do my skincare. Everything. I gotta wind down. You're
And
absolutely right. And I
somebody
should
said
not be eating right now. So let's talk about that. We should not be eating this late, right?
you always want to have, if you're trying to get ideal quality, keyword y'all, quality sleep, you need to have your last meal 3 hours before you wind down. Which means I naturally go to sleep around 11 o'clock. My last meal is always before 8.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see people talk about melatonin. The things that I tell my clients to take if you're trying to go to sleep is magnesium glycinate.
Okay.
Shout out to
Somebody already said
Tracy.
that.
You know what he's talking about. You want to take 400 milligrams, and that's going to help you relax. Okay. That's going to help you not contract as much. It's going to help you turn your brain off a little bit. But the person that says, I take it because I cannot shut my mind off, that's a methylation issue, which means you need vitamin B12.
Oh,
Not,
B12. Wait.
yeah.
Hold on now, because I've always heard that B12 is supposed to give you energy. No,
B12 is supposed to give you energy, but also you need B12 with folate, methylfolate, and methylcobalamin. Okay,
child.
so if you're giving your body both of this, now you are doing the methylation cycle right. That's going to turn off her anxiety. That's why her thoughts go rampant at night because her body's tired, her brain is not. It's still going. And some of us, me included, by the way.
Me too.
Oh, my bad, Tracy.
Wine
I didn't
on.
know. She, but she know what she's
Wine
talking
on.
about. But if I do not watch TV at night because I taught my body to do this, right? Because I also used to be the kid that go to sleep with the TV on. My thoughts is gonna run rampant to the point where now I'm not able to go to sleep. So what I do is I watch, keyword watch something on my phone. Okay, that with the night shift mode or the settings on. Because my body's not receiving the blue light, and by the way, I'm in a dark room. At 9:30, I turn off all the lights in my house. At 10 o'clock, I turn off all the lights in my room. But now I'm watching whatever content I want on my phone,
In
right?
the shift mode.
In the shift mode. And now because my body's not receiving any blue light, right? The irony is my body's gonna start producing that melatonin. I'm gonna be more sensitive now to this melatonin. So you'll see me every single time I'm watching my phone at night and I blink and it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I didn't even know I went to sleep.
See, I think everyone, we should do like a little pilot. Everybody that's in this chat right now, we should kind of do
Try
it,
that.
right? We should do it for like, how long you think? Like maybe like 5 days? Just to test it out, just to see if
Try
it
it.
works for
Try
you.
it. Yeah,
Try it. I think
yeah.
everyone should try it, kind of report back and say if it worked or not, especially for those who is difficult for you to kind of shut down your
Shut
mind
down your brain.
and go to sleep, right? Because what we're saying is you need 8 hours of sleep for you to even just be productive the next day, for your
Yes.
cortisol
Levels to be
levels to
down, less
go
inflammation,
down,
less
right? Less
bloating, ladies.
information, right? Which is all going to help your gut health, is all going to help,
Yes.
with
Yes.
your eating and, your weight loss journey, or you're
And you're not going
just
to be as hungry when you wake up because your glucose levels is not as erratic. Do you see what I'm saying? Because your
and
glucose
yeah,
levels is now stable because you're going to sleep. The longer you stay up during the middle of the night, the more erratic your glucose levels get. That's why people start getting hungry, start craving things, and now you're eating things that you're not supposed to because you're up at 1 o'clock in the morning. For what? What are you doing?
right. So we
Okay.
said sleep, bringing down the stress,
Bring down the stress.
bringing down the stress. So moving your body, right?
Mhm.
What else we talked about here? Someone was asking about how important water is.
Water is important, but your body doesn't need water. Your body needs electrolytes. So what I'll tell y'all to do is if you're drinking filtered water, little things like that, that's cool, but you're not getting hydrated. Because if you don't give your body any sodium with the water, it's not going to get inside the cells. Okay. So what I tell my clients to do is make sure you drink out on average. I'm talking about for my clients, y'all, but alkaline water on average. You can make water alkaline by putting lemon inside your water. Guess what? A lot of people like that. Every single time I walk around with a water bottle, I always got lemons in my house. Put lemons inside your water or put pink Himalayan salt inside your water. Or you can buy things that are alkalized water, like Essentia Smart Water. I know you've seen about 2 years ago, people was talking about, oh, Essentia water is bad, right?
Mhm.
It's real. It's not real. The reason why it's not real is because what they did is they took water that didn't have any electrolytes in it and we alkalized it, which means we placed the magnesium and the sodium and the potassium and the calcium inside of it. So now it's more potent than the average alkaline water. If you go into the grocery store and you see a blue tip or blue cap, that means it's alkaline water. People don't know that. But usually if you see a black cap, that's alkalized water.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So
Got it.
you always want to have water with some form of electrolytes in it.
Okay. Okay. So that's good. So alkaline water, alkalized water, or filter water with lemon,
Mhm.
or pink Himalayan salt.
Yeah, and see what I'm saying? Okay, somebody just said it, right? Okay, that's what I need. I drink about 6 bottles every night. Let me ask you one question, She. I'm pretty sure you do because you got money. You bought a Fiji bottle before,
Shit,
right?
I ain't got money.
Yeah.
I ain't got shit. I'm broke.
We ain't going to Italy for our honeymoons. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
She's
broke.
gonna go to Miami, sign up. But okay, so every single time you bought Fiji, right?
I don't buy Fiji. I don't like Fiji.
You don't like Fiji. Okay, cool. Every single time you bought, okay, Aquapana.
Oh yeah,
You had Aquapana before?
I do.
For some odd reason, have you noticed you always drink this water a lot slower than like Poland Springs, Deer Park, little things
Yes,
like that? Why?
yes. I don't know. You're gonna
It
tell me.
got electrolytes in it.
Okay.
Your body's now getting
It's
hydrated, so it don't
hydrated. Yeah.
require as much. One of
Yeah.
these people just said, I drink 6 bottles every single night because our body's not receiving
Right.
this water that she is drinking
Wait,
because
what
it's
kind
stripped
of
from the
water you
minerals.
drinking, girl? What kind of? Wait, who said it?
6 bottles every single night. Yeah.
Yeah. Chocolate?
Yeah.
I like
Chocolate.
that. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
All
Yeah.
right, girl. I like that, honey.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Yeah. But once again, because she's drinking 6 bottles every single night, one thing I know for 100% fact she's doing, she's waking up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, go to pee. Now she got
Oh
broken
yeah,
sleep.
yeah, yeah. Now you're broken. Now you broke. Now you're breaking your sleep.
And Chocolate, you know what she just said? She
Yeah.
said,
Yes.
whatchamacallit, Deer Park. That is actually my favorite regular water. But then once I realized this information, I would drink 5 to 6 bottles easily. But if I have one Fiji bottle, I actually prefer Fiji. It
Fiji
takes me
is
almost a whole
nasty.
entire
I'm
day
sorry.
to drink that.
Fiji is nasty. Be
So
making my
yes,
stomach hurt.
Fiji got electrolytes in it, y'all, because it comes from kind of like a spring. So that's what y'all tasting. If y'all don't like the taste of stuff like that, you don't like minerals inside your water. You just like straight stripped water, which is fine.
No.
She's fine.
Ooh. Look.
Mm.
We see, but we don't judge. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else we talked about? Oh, did we
Sugar.
talk about sugar? I mean, I know we said that we would just do this for an hour, but I have some more time, so let's continue because
Okay, all right, yeah.
I think sugar is so important to break down because I've actually seen when I eat sugar and when I don't eat sugar, right? It messes with my mood, my sleep, face fat, bloating, tired, all of that when I eat
Mm-hmm.
sugar. And I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like a freaking maniac. And I
Mm-hmm.
love candy. And I just had to
Me
stop.
too.
I
Me
had
too.
to stop.
Me
I
too. I
had
used to
to
be a
stop
gummy
with the
bear
candy.
fiend, you know?
I love and mine was sweet as fish.
So,
I eat a whole bag.
oh yeah, you do love Swedish fish. Oh yeah,
I
you
love
do
it. I
love
love me
Swedish
some
fish.
sweet as fish.
But the funny thing is, and by the way, Shola, she said Icelandic water, that's one of the best waters you can get in the US market. Just letting y'all
I
know.
heard that. That's what
Um,
Terrence told me the other
you
day
see
too.
what
He
I'm saying?
read.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
yeah, Icelandic water is one of the best. But it's not as ubiquitous, you know? But so sugar, every gram of sugar holds on to 3 grams of water. So off the rip, that's why if y'all pay attention, the day y'all have some ice cream, the day
What
you
you
have
mean
some,
it holds like it
it holds
absorbs the
on. It makes
water?
your body retain an
Uh,
extra 3 grams of water. So now it's in your system, right? And because the sugar's in your system is drawing in the water, naturally that's going to make you do what? Bloat.
mm-hmm.
Pasta is sugar. Oats is sugar. Rice is sugar. How are they sugar, Trey? Because carbs and sugar breaks down to the same thing, which is glucose. Your body doesn't know the difference. The difference between things like fruit sugar and rice, this fruit sugar got something called fiber in it. And it also got antioxidants and polyphenols and flavonols in it. Long story short, your body is not going to release as much sugar as fast as straight up rice or straight up donut or straight up gummy bear. That's nothing but straight sugar, you know? So if I kind of tried to use this analogy earlier, if she did a 4-day fast, she only has 1 teaspoon of sugar circulating in her body. But the average American gives their bodies about 30 teaspoons of sugar a day.
That is the sound of it. Like I used to be one of those people. It's insane.
A
It's
day.
insane.
A day. You see what I'm saying?
Is there such thing as a good sugar, bad sugar? Right? Because it seems like sugar is in everything, right? They tell you, oh, to maintain a good, healthy diet and to lose weight, you eat fruit. And then
Right.
after we did the research, right, we used to eat bananas. And Terrence was like, it's mad sugar in bananas.
Yeah,
We
it
not
is.
buying no more bananas in this house. And we
Yeah.
don't buy no more bananas.
So here's the funny thing. Here's one thing you learn as a nutritionist, or at least with from the person that taught me. An apple a day keeps the what? I know some of y'all heard that before. An apple a day keeps the what away?
Oh, I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about. But say it.
Okay. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
The doctor way. That's right.
But one part they didn't tell y'all is 5 apples a day, the doctor you'll pay. Why did they say that? Or why what does that really mean?
Oh, look, everybody else knew it. Shit, I didn't know that thing. Okay, go ahead.
Right? Too much of a good thing can ultimately become bad.
Oh, yeah, bad thing. Yeah, yeah.
So sugar is not the issue. Honestly, it's the quantity of
Mm.
the sugar that we eat. Because apples in America, if you go into another country, it is way bigger, way sweeter than an apple in a random average country. The very first time I went to Mexico, I was looking at these bananas. I'm like, what the hell is that? It's like a baby banana. They said, that's not a baby banana. That is a real, full grown, real banana. You live in America. So they hybridized it with the sweetest of the sweetest and the biggest of the biggest. So now something that was supposed to only give me 13 grams of sugar in America, if you Google banana nutrition facts, it's 27 grams of sugar. Right there, that one banana is about 7 teaspoons of sugar.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So you remember what I said? Your body only needs 1 teaspoon of sugar a day. That one banana in America, I'm gonna keep prefacing it by saying that in America, it's literally about 7 teaspoons of sugar right then and there, 28 grams.
Oof.
Okay. So fruit is not bad. But now if you overdo the fruit, how you overdo the fruit? You put it in a blender. I put some bananas in there. Then I put an apple in there. Then I put some oats in there. Then I put some peanut butter in there. Then I put some berries in there. Oh, Trey, well, I put some spinach in there. That is nothing but that's a sugar concoction.
That is so funny because the first time, I don't know if you remember the first one of our first conversations, and I was talking about smoothies, and you was like, "Girl,
Don't do that. If you're not trying to lose
don't do
weight.
no. If you not, he was. You said you trying to lose weight or you trying to gain. I said I'm trying to lose. You was like,
Oh, you
stop doing
remember
this.
that.
Yeah, you was like, stop doing the smoothie, sis. And you
Don't
was
call me
like, you
out. Don't
playing
call me
yourself.
out.
You was like, you playing yourself.
Yeah, you playing yourself. You playing. You see what I'm saying?
But they tell you right, like,
You know what?
oh,
They
here's the
taught you that
smoothies.
these things are healthy. All because something is healthy doesn't mean it's going to help you lose weight.
Right,
Almonds are healthy. Almonds and nuts do not help you lose weight.
right.
Salads are healthy, but the way Americans make their salads, it's not going to
That's all
help
it
you.
is.
Bro, you see what I'm saying? So, like, I even use an example like if y'all Google right now, Cheesecake Factory Caesar salad, what's in a Caesar salad? Parmesan cheese, croutons, lettuce. If you Google that from Cheesecake Factory right now, you're going to see over 1,000 calories. I think it's exactly 1,080 calories, over 70 grams of fat, over 40 grams of carbs. But it's only three ingredients. Where is it coming from? Dressings.
Dressing. Hmm.
Y'all see what I'm saying? So I
So
even yeah, go ahead.
so it sounds like, right, like some of these things are healthy, right? So they're good
They're
for like
healthy.
maintaining
They
your body.
maintaining your weight.
They maintaining your weight.
What people
But
try to do, they try to eat as if they have to go weight, yet they hate how they look in the mirror.
right.
So when you're eating for health, which I use an analogy like a plane, right? If you're eating healthy, you're telling me that my plane is already fit, it's good to go. I expect this plane to fly for X amount of time, right? That means I'm not trying to lose weight anymore. I'm on this plane. When you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to build a brand new plane so it can last in the air for longer.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or this
Yeah.
plane is not going to last in the air for too long. So I tell my clients to get to your goal weight first. Now you can start incorporating things that you love. So if you like smoothies, there's nothing wrong with it. You can have a smoothie, just don't have it every single day, or you're gonna
Yeah.
start gaining weight. It's that simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if it's not a vegetable-based smoothie, which people don't add one spinach in it and then put a whole lot of fruit and then saying it's a healthy smoothie. It's supposed to be the opposite. Maybe an apple, now I'm gonna put some ginger in it. Now I'm gonna put some turmeric in it. Now I'm gonna put some spinach in it. Now I'm gonna put some kale in it. But people don't want to eat that smoothie.
Nasty. What about pressed
Nasty.
juices?
Okay, so pressed juices is decent. The reason why I say decent is because it still got the vitamins and minerals in it that your body needs, but they took away the main thing, which is fiber. So
Mm.
now, even though you're using healthier ingredients, it's still when you're drinking it. And by the way, y'all, the worst thing to eat, or the worst thing to do if you're trying to lose weight, is to drink calories. You're only supposed to eat calories because it passed all the gut receptors in your body where your body's not going to pick up that, oh, I'm actually eating food, right? Which is why you see a lot of women that I deal with, they got a gastric bypass, a root and Y, a gastric sleeve or band. Their women, sometimes they still have weight issues because they drink calories. They're still having that Starbucks,
Mm.
still having that smoothies.
Hmm.
Hey, try to cut down the sodas, only have one Pepsi a day. Okay. You're drinking calories, but you're not getting full. The whole purpose of you losing weight is to eat items or products that's going to keep you satiated, which means you're not going to eat as much later.
Right.
That's why something like intermittent fasting works. Because when intermittent fasting, by the way, you don't got to do it. It's just going to help it make it easier because now you're more aware.
Yeah.
If the
I
average
do that,
American,
guys. I do. I
you
do
see
the
what I'm saying?
fasting,
Right.
intermittent
The
fasting.
average American eats 14 hours a day, right? Chi, how many hours are there in a day?
24.
24. People never broke it down to you like this, but the whole
No.
purpose of eating is to tell your body to store this energy.
Yeah.
Store this energy. Store this energy. Valentine's Day was recently. We got these snack size Haribos that I've been crushing for the past couple of days. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But if I eat this right now, I'm telling my body, hey body, I'm gonna store these Haribos. Cool. If the average person eats 14 hours out the day, that means I had probably had a little snack with my Starbucks at 8 o'clock. And you know what? I just needed my little ice cream or wine. It's the same thing. Your body don't know it's calories at 10 o'clock, 14 hours,
Yeah.
right? If I eat 14 hours out the day, but there's only 24 hours in a day, I'm telling my body more times to store energy than
They're not.
burn
Yeah.
energy.
They're not. Yeah.
How
Hmm.
you expect to lose weight?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. right?
Yeah.
So then I also use an analogy with some of my clients, like, okay, if you had a dog and your dog's getting fat, what you gonna do? Eat more, eat less, or feed it more, feed it less. Every single time they say, "Oh, of course, I'm gonna feed it less." I say, "Why?" Because it's getting fat. But why you over here eating 3 to 5 times a day? Oh, it boosts my metabolism. That's what I heard all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all see what I'm saying? So you're eating multiple times, yet your body's not breaking down the last meal you just ate 3 hours ago. So now it's always in a storage state.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you got to eat meals that's going to keep you satiated. So I would advise, on average, you probably want to have 2 meals a day and a snack. On average, some days you're gonna be hungrier, so have 3. Some days you might be even hungrier, it might be 4. Some days you might be sick, you're not hungry, only eat once. But listen to your body off your intuition. But it'll be easier if you do that if you're cutting out less carbs. That's gonna hijack your brain to eating more, and now you're craving more.
Mm-hmm.
It's really that simple. It's all about knowledge. It's all about what you know, what you're giving to your body. It's not your fault
So
if you're craving.
so really quick,
Yeah.
right? Give us an example of a good breakfast, lunch, dinner for a day. Just a quick example, because maybe people could use that as a benchmark and use,
Mhm.
if you're comfortable with doing that.
No,
Because I know,
okay.
because I know you, I know you charge for that, right?
Yeah.
Listen.
Nah, but here's the thing, and here's the funny thing. Instead of me just giving a blanket out statement, I'm gonna teach what I teach to my clients all the time. Chi, what is your ideal breakfast? If you was already snatched, if you was already Don Bikini ready, what is the ideal breakfast for you?
Steak and eggs, honey.
Steak and eggs, right?
Love me
So,
steak and eggs.
so now tell me what's wrong with steak and eggs.
The eggs being prepared a certain way with
That's
butter
really the
and all
only
that
way.
stuff.
Okay, but here's the thing: protein is not bad. Fat doesn't get you fat. It's what you have with the fat. Carbs with fat get you fat. So if you naturally like
So
to
my
cook,
eggs, so my eggs is carbs.
no, your eggs are not carbs. That's my
It's
point. It's
protein.
protein.
Right. So
So
now
there's
I have
nothing
two
wrong with
proteins. So isn't that good?
that. Is perfect. I
Oh,
would wish
okay.
the average woman do that. But like I see, somebody said there's no fiber. So of course I would say put some spinach inside your omelet, add some tomatoes so you can get some antioxidants like lycopene, little things like that, right? But
But what if I don't have the fiber? Is that bad?
it's not bad as it's not as bad as you think, but I would recommend that you're supposed to have at least baseline 20 grams of fiber a day, especially because a lot of women now deals with estrogen dominance.
Because the nutrition that comes from the fiber,
Right.
we should keep that in our
Yes.
bodies. Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
because a lot of women is estrogen dominant, especially African American women, if you're not eliminating every single day, that estrogen is being recirculated inside your stream. Because what your body wants to do is take away this excess estrogen through the bowel movement. But a lot of women nowadays are saying, "Oh, Trey, I only go to the bathroom every 3 days, sometimes 5 days." That means their body's hormones is out of whack, which means they definitely need the fiber. But people don't like to eat vegetables anymore. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying? So you definitely want to have fiber, and the best type of fiber comes from vegetables. At least, so
Okay.
what I'll tell my clients is, once again, a salad is not bad, but the worst
How you preparing it?
vegetable on earth, exactly, is how you prepare it. And the worst vegetable on earth, in my opinion, is lettuce.
Yeah, here's no nutritional
It's
value in it
basically
at
drinking
all.
water. It's literally a solid form of water. It's 95% water. So now if I take this lettuce and I put a whole lot of ranch on it, I was better off just getting a spoon and putting ranch inside of it and eating it like that. Because that's what you're doing.
Right.
So always make sure that if you out and about and you like to order salads, do not get a lettuce-based salad. Do not get a Caesar salad. Get a spring mix salad. A salad that has some arugula in it. A salad that got some whatchamacallit in it, some kale, some spinach, something like that. That way your body can actually sweep out whatever you ate and take it out of the system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Beans is good. Okay, so somebody said beans. Once again, beans is not the issue, but if you black and you're making over here baked beans, I'm not talking about those beans. I'm talking about black beans, lupin beans, cannoli beans, which is the white or navy beans. Those are the best type of beans.
Okay.
Lentils is better than beans, by the way, y'all. Lentils.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
See, for me, because I don't I'm still learning all of this
Mm-hmm.
to be on the safe side because somebody asked me, what do I eat
Mm-hmm.
in the mornings? Because I do intermittent fasting. So I
Yeah.
start eating at 12
Smart.
and I do not eat after 8. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my window, 12 to 8.
Right.
So during that time, I'm probably just doing 2 meals and not 3. Now, there are some days where I wake up hungry, and it could be because what I did the night before, I didn't get any sleep,
You
or
asleep. I can tell you asleep for your lifestyle. But once again, you're always working. But that's why you are who you are. That's why you're so successful. So sooner than later, hopefully you get to a point where you don't
yeah,
have to work as hard.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? And you can really
yeah,
just cut off your day at 9 o'clock. That's going to
yeah,
happen soon. But
yeah,
yeah, I want you to have that balance, some
yeah,
form of fashion. Okay.
yeah.
So like even like your breakfast, that was a perfect breakfast because you had two proteins, no carbs. That's cool.
But see,
But why so much?
typically what I eat for breakfast is roasted vegetables because
That's perfect.
that's
There
what
we
they
go.
sell and
Yes.
serve at
Yeah.
the job cafeteria. So
Yeah.
it'd be like zucchini, asparagus,
Perfect.
Brussels
There we go.
sprouts, and it's so good.
And that's
And
what
then
I tell
I'll
my
have
clients to do.
scrambled eggs.
Yes. Good. That's perfect.
So
Because you
that
got
will
a
be my breakfast when I'm at work, right? Now, if I'm home, Miss Mama putting a steak on that stove because I like steak. I like steak. And we should talk about steak too because I hear a lot of steak. I don't eat steak every day, but they say a lot of steak is not good for you. But I'll have steak, and you probably not gonna like this, but I love steak and like even cucumbers.
There's nothing wrong with that. So
Okay,
here's
good.
the funny thing about what you just said. Some people was taught that a lot of steak is not good for you, right?
Mhm.
Steak in isolation, there's nothing wrong with steak. You know why they say steak is bad for you or red meat is bad for you?
Because what you eat with it,
Exactly. If I
like steak and
naturally say,
potatoes
hey,
or
boom. So you're mixing saturated fat, which was demonized or was taught that is bad for you, right? It raises your bad cholesterol. But one thing they didn't tell you is it's not really the saturated fat in isolation. It's the saturated fat with the high starch. That's
yeah,
what's going to keep your cholesterol levels high and make it possibly get caught within your arteries sooner than later if you keep eating that. So if you said, hey, Trey, I had a burger from McDonald's, God forbid if y'all still eating at McDonald's, but I had a burger from McDonald's, but I took off the bread and they have no fries, I'm going to say perfect meal.
yeah.
But now if you said, hey, Trey, I tried to compromise, I took off the bread, so I decided to have some of the fries too, you played yourself.
And you put a whole bunch of ketchup on there.
You played yourself. You see what I'm saying? So meat in itself, especially if you're getting grass fed and ladies, grass finished beef, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you always associate that with a pairing such as potatoes or fries or rice, you're not pairing it with a green vegetable, now that's going to do damage to your metabolic machinery. Let's put it like that. Just to make it nice and easy. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. So somebody asked like what do I eat? I tried there's no sugar, so no candy. We don't have processed juices. Is only water in this house. So we drink only water, which my daughter is like now she's getting hit to it. She's really annoyed by it because she wants some apple juice. But we've making her, equipped to just drinking water. And we just do like a vegetable and a vegetable and a protein. It is this meal that Terrence makes that we eat all the time, and it's so light and it's delicious. It's this bean, spinach, turkey, ground beef, and onions and peppers, guys. And he like mixes it up so it kind of look gross, but it's so good. But it's so healthy,
Now,
and
let me ask you this.
we'll have that for dinner.
Can you have that on this program or no?
I'm gonna assume.
You better say the right answer. Don't embarrass me. You better not embarrass me.
No,
You
you
say
can't
it.
have no, because I told you about this. No, I told you about this meal before, and you said it was fine.
Thank you, because it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm about
I
to
thought you was
say.
trying to trick me. I thought you were
Yeah,
trying to trick
nah,
me.
I ain't trying to trick you. So look, so once again, just to give y'all, and I know people got places to be. So just to give y'all an insight, and this is why I taught Chi. If it ever has a heartbeat to it, or is able to move by itself, it is a protein. So if you want chicken, you want steak, you want mussels, you want crab legs, you want oxtails, you want goats, you want humans, I don't care. Those are protein-based products. I don't judge. Now it's about how the protein is prepared that makes it bad. Chicken is not bad, but how do black people like their chicken prepared?
Oh, fried.
Fried. So the protein is never the issue. It's the extra things you did to the protein you didn't have to do that makes it bad. Okay? So in order for you to prepare fried chicken, I had to coat it in flour. That's what's smart about fried chicken, by the way, y'all. It's not the grease, it's the flour. But then I'm dropping it in grease. I haven't changed it out for a whole entire decade. That's what makes proteins bad. So if you're not eating things that's like lunch meat, bologna, a hot dog where it got 3,000 different ingredients in it, and you look at the label and you just literally see one single ingredient, it's nothing wrong with that. Okay? Now, somebody said I thought beans were bad. I don't know why you would say that, but let me ask you this. Beans in itself is not bad, but every single time, Chi, we have a order that comes with beans, it also comes with what?
Yeah, like it probably comes with something that is, oh, like rice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So beans is not bad, but the average
Just
person
what it's,
cannot disassociate beans without
yeah,
rice.
you
And
can't.
if you give a woman, the average woman, beans and rice, she's gonna eat the rice first before she even touched the beans. That is bad. So if you can
Yeah.
eat beans in isolation, beans is one of the healthiest things, especially if you're following a vegan or vegetarian diet. That's what you need. Okay. When it comes from the earth, ladies, it's a carb on average. So broccoli is a carb. People don't even know that. Just like apples is a carb. Just like rice is a carb, just like donuts is a carb. I teach my clients to have better quality carbs. Once again, would y'all rather have a Honda or Mercedes? Or your Bentley like Chi got? Listen.
Shit. Shit.
But
I
at the
know you
end,
lying.
yeah, but at the end of the day, y'all do the exact same thing. One, you just might feel a little better riding it. Okay. So when it comes to carbs, just have better quality carbs. One thing
No, he's saying sorry, Trey. No, no lunch meat, no processed food. He's
I
saying
said,
it's
do not
not
have that,
good.
y'all. Do not
He's
have
saying
that.
it's not good, like
No, no,
bologna,
no.
lunch.
Yeah, yeah. Don't
He's
have
like,
that.
no, don't have it. He said it's
Nah.
not good.
Okay. So, what is your favorite color money, Chi?
Green. What?
So just like your money, yeah, you see how natural that was? Green. So just like your money, if it's green, you can have as much as you want of it. That is the best type of vegetable for you to help you lose weight. So if I ask you right now, which one is it better for weight loss? A red pepper or a green pepper? What would you say?
Green pepper.
There you go. Simple as that. Okay. Roy G. Biv, eat the rainbow. If it's a part of the rainbow, have it. But I would like for y'all to Google it once to see if you have it on a weekly, if not daily basis. Okay. Now everybody's talking about this viral sweet potato bowl. Sweet potatoes is great for you, but also keep in mind is in that borderline where if you're not as active, if you're somebody who doesn't work out 4 to 5 times a week and you're having that every single day, I
Yeah.
guarantee you're going to be
Yeah.
playing yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, in order for you to have these things, you need to be as active. Carbs are made to be as was made to be used as quick sources of energy. So, if you're having a sweet potato bowl just to type on a computer all day long,
Yeah.
your
Ain't
body's
going.
gonna be like, okay, well, she's not using it. Let's store it as fat.
And it's so crazy because the people that's promoting that are like gym girlies.
Because these gym girls already got the body that these women who are following them desire. I'm already at my goal weight. So why are you mimicking me when I'm already at my goal weight? Okay,
You want to
I'm
know
just
something?
what?
But it makes so much sense because I follow gym girlies and I'm like, I see them prepare and things like that. And I'm like, I can't eat that because that ain't going to
Yes.
help me.
You see what I'm saying? But question is, what is your current goal?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If your goal is to weight loss, what I tell my clients is, I want you to have your things here and there, but
Jenny, you can eat sweet potatoes,
you
okay?
can't eat
You
sweet
look
potatoes
good.
because I know
Yeah,
she
no,
works
but
out.
she
It makes
look
sense.
good. She
Right.
she she a gym girly, so she can
Right.
have sweet potatoes.
And even
I can't have
Camilla,
sweet potatoes every
she said
day.
exactly because you work out. You always show a video of you working out in the gym almost every single day. Camilla said, when I was a long distance runner, I ate a lot of carbs. Yeah, you better eat a lot of carbs because you're working off these
Yeah,
carbs.
you're working it off, and
Right?
but you don't you need it for fuel too
You
to
need
be
it for
able.
fuel for short outputs, which means that if she's a runner, especially if you run long distance. She knows I'm about to be running for the next hour. When was the last time you ran for an hour, Chief?
Oh Lord, I haven't. I stopped. My knees hurt, child.
I'll be honest with you. The last time I ran for a whole hour, I was probably in 7 years old, 8 years old playing soccer. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
run
I
for an
used to
hour.
run track, so that's the
You,
last time.
you see what I'm saying?
I'm not running
So
like an hour.
nobody's is as active for these type of carbs anymore.
Yeah,
Do you see
yeah,
what I'm saying? So if you're
yeah.
somebody who is a mom and you're a little bit more sedentary because you work from home, maybe a sweet potato is not as ideal unless you're the person who's saying, hey, I don't care about my kids. I'm gonna go to the gym for at least an hour for myself. Now sweet potato makes more sense. Okay, so carbs are made to be used as quick sources of energy. If you're not working out that day, you do not need that starch, that rice, that potatoes. But if you are going to work out that day, then it makes sense for you to have oatmeal before you go to the gym. But some people have an oatmeal first thing in the morning and they're going right on their computer for the next
I know
45 hours
someone was in the chat saying, "Ooh, child, I eat oatmeal every morning."
because it's healthy, right?
That's what they tell you, though.
That's what the streets told us. But who's they?
Right, but then wait, hold on. But with the oatmeal, right? You put the little brown sugar, and then you put
You
the
know, black
cinnamon,
people.
and then you
You
put
know
the
what I'm saying?
honey,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah. Well, I hook it up. And we're not having steel cut oats. Do you see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
ultimately, if you're not too fond of your body type right now, that means you have fat to lose. Question is, are you giving your body the ability to touch this fat? But if you give it carbs, your body cannot touch the fat. That's why keto was a big craze just 5 to 10 years ago, right? Oh, just eat all the nuts and almonds and all that stuff. Because what you're doing is you're literally teaching your body, hey, once you run out this fat that I'm giving you, I want you to burn the fat on my body. But
Mm.
now I don't feel like keto is sustainable, especially for our lifestyles as black people. So instead of me telling you, hey, eat less carbs, I tell you to find better quality carbs. Then on that Friday or on that Saturday, now you can live your life. So if she wants to go ahead and have a steak and eggs with a margarita, I'm not gonna tell her nothing because you only do that one day out the week. But if you're doing that, hey Trey, oh, every single night I have to wind down with a glass of wine, which a good amount of my clients say, I'm gonna say, hey, that's the reason why you got belly fat because guess what's the only thing that could break down fruit and alcohol in your body? Your liver. Which means that if you're giving your body a whole, if she had a twin, she ate nothing but fruit, but it's healthy. This chi or you does not eat fruit. Your stomach will always be flatter than your twin. Every single time, off the mere fact that the only thing that can metabolize fructose in the human body is your liver. So that explains a lot of women why I got a little belly. But yet you're looking at Tiana Taylor, you're looking at somebody like Drea, they don't drink. All your celebrities that you know that got the bomb bodies, they do not drink.
Yeah. I stopped. Well, I don't really drink like that anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah, I stopped the drinking. I mean, I did have a Cosmo last night, child, because I was at a brand trip. So I did. So I ain't even gonna lie to
Yeah.
y'all. I had me a little drinky drink, but yeah, I tried to
Yeah.
not like eliminate that.
And here's the thing,
Okay.
y'all. I'm a whole nutritionist. I have a drink, but guess what? It's only on the weekends and it's socially. I'm not just having a random drink on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Context, y'all.
Yeah.
That's all I want you to say. Don't say, I cannot have this, I cannot have that. Say, hey, I should have this less until I hit my goal. If
Yeah.
she was trying to save up for a house, right? But she got the money to go shopping, it wouldn't be ideal for her to go shopping if she's saving up for a house. Even though she can do it. And I know she's gonna go shopping. She's not gonna tell her husband. But ultimately, it just doesn't make sense. But once she signs that mortgage to the house, now she can have a ball. Now she can go shopping every single day because now the bank is not looking at these frivolous amount of spending and like, hey, I don't know if you can afford this because look at what you do on an average day.
First of all, before we do it, your analogies is off the chain. Okay.
I hear that all the time.
I
I
don't
have
know how
personal.
you I don't know you and your I don't know if you in your house jotting down
I don't do
analogies all
no. I
day.
just I look at I'm black and I look at black women and I look at our lifestyle and that's where I pull it from every single time. I just
I
know how
love it.
we
I mean,
think
it helps brings things together, connects
together.
the
Yeah,
dots, and it's easy to understand and digest it. No pun intended. But yeah.
yeah,
So I mean, I love this.
yeah. This was amazing.
Guys, Trey has an amazing program that transforms. We haven't. Okay, so we're gonna be truthful, right?
Awesome.
We've been talking for what, the last two
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 and a half
months.
months.
Two and a
Yeah,
half months. And in that timing, it was holiday. Then I went to Tokyo. Then I went to LA. Then
pimping
I
all
went
over
to
the world,
I've
y'all.
been ongoing nonstop, but and we haven't been able to really solidify or just like really work. But what Trey is saying, because I'm gonna put Trey on the spot and then he's gonna put me on the spot. What he's been saying to me is give me what you say, give you 30 days.
30 days.
Give me 30 days and he'll get me to my ideal weight. And this is not even with the gym. This is strictly through what I'm consuming.
That's it. It's all
So
real.
right now, what I'm at, 145,
Yeah.
146. My ideal weight is one, it's like, I want to say 135, 140.
Okay. Right. Because you're 5'6", right? 5'7"?
Um,
Who you?
no, I'm 5'4".
Oh, 5'4"? Oh. I don't know why you look taller in pictures. I don't know. I don't know. You be
It's the high heels.
it's
It's
a
the
heel.
high
Okay. It's
heels.
a heel.
So what we're doing,
135.
so he
Savage.
is 135. So he is challenging me to do the work, follow his program, and I'm at my ideal weight. I mean, we've already started. So when I started talking to you, I was at like 152, maybe. Do you remember? Or was it 150? No, I think it might have been,
157.
yeah, it was
158.
157 or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah, it was
that.
150. Yes, you're right. It was like 157, 158. And I'm at
145 without trying, and you've been
145.
pimping all over the world. So
Yeah.
just imagine if you sit your butt home for 30 days.
I can't guarantee it. I can't guarantee it. But I'm trying to listen. Summer's around you know what I'm saying? Summer's around the corner. I'm trying to
Yeah.
have all this, you know what I mean? I'm trying to I'm just trying to, you know what, I'm not trying to do I'm trying to live my best life and be very, very healthy and have a lifestyle that is sustainable, a healthy lifestyle that is sustainable. And I want to be able to understand the foods that I'm consuming so I can make the best judgment call and make the best decisions.
Most definitely. You know?
So that's what I'm here. I'm not, it's, of course it's a vanity thing, but you know what I mean? It's more so me really trying to be healthy. So that's what
Right.
I'm doing. But I encourage everyone, listen, Trey is doing the work. The purpose, the mission is there. It is to break generational nutrition, I guess, curses, right? Or habits,
Breaking
right?
generational curses with food, especially that runs rampant in minority communities. You know?
Yes, yes, yes. And what he told me was what's great about it is that obviously he teaches me, I teach my daughter. My
There you
daughter
go.
lives a healthy life. She teaches her kids
It's a
or
wrap.
even her friends,
A wrap.
right? Because it could be lateral, it doesn't always have to be
Yeah.
right. And even right now, though my mom is at an older age, I can just help her,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes. Of course. And the funny
So
thing is about what you're saying is I have clients all the time, and I think Shola's one of them thinking about it. But they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Trey, my friends want to join the program." I'm like, "Why would you send them to me? You got the information. You already paid for it. Give it to them for free." Then they'll be like, "Oh no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that because I pay my hard-earned money for that." You see what I'm saying? So
right,
ultimately, what I want y'all to do is educate yourselves because I'm not in it for the money. I'm really doing this because I really thought I had an issue. I thought it was a hereditary issue, you know? And sadly to say, we are the most overweight group in America, African Americans. And once again, it's not really it's not genes, it's our lifestyle. The lifestyle that we live. We're brunching every single Saturday, Sundays. We have a stressful life. So you know what? Let me wind down with something, a little treat, a little dessert, a little cookie, little things like that. I deal with this every single day. So what I'm gonna challenge y'all to do as well is she's doing this journey, right? And she's trying to lose 10 pounds. I'm doing a contest. I'm about to start a contest on March 1st. Okay, so y'all got 2 weeks to get it together. I'm gonna call it
I'm a
cheese
part of this
contest.
contest too.
Oh, okay. Well, she's a part of this contest, and the winner of this contest, I will pay for them to go to the Maldives in the summer. So my clients know me for my crazy contests. I send people to Greece. I send people to Costa Rica. I send people to Turks and Caicos. But now I'm gonna send some lucky
The
person to Greece.
Maldives is crazy.
But you know what? It is crazy, quote unquote. But best believe I'm paying for you. I'm not paying for you and your man. Your man got to buy his own ticket. I got a spot for you and your man can come through because that's your man. But you got to pay for his ticket, or tell him, hey, babe, you need to start saving your little coins. We're going to the Maldives.
Because I'm gonna win this contest, right? That's how
Right.
everyone should
And
be.
I'm doing that.
But also, I want to be very clear that yes, this is a contest, but you should continue this. Like
Yes.
it's a
Yes.
mindset shift, and it's hard. It's hard. I know it's hard, but this is the best self care, self love that you could give yourself, right? Like
The best investment that you can ever make is not the stock market. It's not real estate. It's yourself. If you look at psychological studies, the funny thing is they say what makes people the happiest on earth is not, wow, I had $100,000 in my bank account. It's not sad to say, nah, it's not my family, friends, and my kids. It's I'm looking at myself in the mirror naked and I love what I see.
Yeah.
That makes people the happiest. A
Yes.
little bit of vanity, like you said earlier, but there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong.
Because,
Nothing wrong with that. I tell people that all the time. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little. Is nothing wrong with a little vain.
yeah,
Being a
okay.
little vain.
So that's
Mhm.
what I'm doing. If you're interested in it, you can just go ahead and DM me Chi if
And
you're on this
but
live.
you know what
I
too?
got you.
Just before we end this, I want to also
Yeah.
say that it'll also promote. So like I think your life and the way you show up in life would be so much better.
Yeah.
Right? You'll be more productive, you
You
clear mind,
literally
more
will.
creative. Like you'll show up like your cup will runneth full.
You know
Right.
what's
So
the funny thing about what you said? I just had a client 2 days ago that just re-signed up on my program. Why? Because you got pregnant. Now she want to do a mommy makeover, right? But the irony is, she was like, Trey, since I left your program, because I was so confident in myself, I walked into that room to get a promotion, and guess what? Now I'm the manager. Because I just more confident in how I feel. I feel like I'm that
yeah.
girl. You're supposed to feel like
Yeah.
that every
What?
single day.
This
You
is
see what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying.
But
Yeah.
once again, if you're not taking care of your body, there's a reason why God said take care of your temple. If you're not taking care of your body, you're not gonna be exuding and having that vibration and frequency supposed to be sent off to other people, where people are gonna tap into you. You
Yeah.
know, because confidence exudes. Chi, you
Yes.
got confidence, which is why a lot of people love you. Because a lot of people are like, man, I wish I could be like that. But she had to invest in herself for that to happen at one point in
1000%.
time. It's really that simple. So invest
1000%.
in yourselves. They don't gotta be with me. Find that trainer that's down the street. Find a nutritionist that goes with your insurance. But ultimately, the best investment is into yourself. Because now, not only are you going to feel better, you're going to live longer.
Right.
Everybody wants to live a little bit longer, right?
Hello. Right.
It's about that time, y'all.
Yeah.
They need their mom. It's all good
But
though.
yeah, but no, this was great. Guys, I hope I'm gonna just save this on my page. So if you need to reference back to it, if you wanna, watch it again and get your notebooks out and just, jot some of these things. Don't forget, follow Trey. And if you want to join, I mean, I don't know how you'll let everybody like, do they just DM you
Hopefully, I
or?
don't get bombarded, man, because I already know how you're
No,
following me
I mean
back.
it's not that many
But
people. It's only 77. It's not that many
okay,
people.
all right. But I feel,
But you know,
yeah,
listen to this though. Changing, excuse me, changing this is scary.
yeah,
So some people might be intimidated because it's discipline. It requires discipline
of
and
course.
commitment,
Mhm.
and a lot of people not down for that.
Mhm.
So you might not get bombarded, right? But I think there's some people in here that are serious, and I hope they are, and really, hit you up and to see what's the next step.
Yeah. So all I'm gonna say is, if you're interested, just go ahead and direct message me Chi, so I know where you came from. And every single person who direct me Chi, I'm gonna give them 40% off my program. And I'll be honest with you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just be candid so everybody knows exactly what it is. I usually charge $497 a month. Y'all won't be paying that. If you came from Chi, it's gonna be, if you want the one-on-one coaching, it's only gonna be 300 directly. So I'm tailoring to your lifestyle. You don't have to do any guesswork. I'm gonna do everything for you. But if you just want to get your feet wet, get the information and try to figure it out for yourself, and you're balling on a budget, if you click on the link in the bio, I just did that for y'all on this live. It's only my $100 program where you're going to have access to my community as well. And we have group calls every Tuesday, every Thursday. So my clients are hating me right now because we usually do a group call every Thursday at 6 p.m. But Chi, you was worth it. And this is one of the best lives I did. I had fun. So
Good.
hopefully it was informative for y'all.
It was very look. I see. I got notes.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. It's still a journey for me, right? So,
Yeah.
I'm locked in.
Yeah. We're going to get you right. We're going to get you right. That's all I care about right now. So
Yep.
let's do it.
All right. Well, thank you, Trey. Thank you, everyone. I hope this was beneficial. And hit Trey up. And let's excuse me. And let's see next 30 days. Or no, because
You're going to be done in 30
it
days.
start March 1st. So get everything. Get your lives together.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, what information are you sending us for tonight? He ain't sending you nothing. Go to his page, DM him, Chi, so he knows that you came from this live, and y'all can go from there. He not sending nobody nothing.
Yeah,
y'all got to go get it.
and my clients already know, honestly, if you're somebody who really cannot afford to invest in yourself right now, if you look on my page, there's something called free nutrition tips. That's my other page called Dr.Trehunna, where I literally give you full free breakdowns to help you hit your goals. But the funny thing is, people, if you don't got time to spend or you don't got the money, I need you to spend your time. Some people don't got time to spend and they want the results now. So that's why they spend money. At the end of the day, you got to do some form of investment in yourself. Either it's going to be
Right.
time or money.
Wait, it's Reset. What's your name? Reset by Trey
Trey
Hunter.
Honey. It's at the top. Reset by Trey Honey, y'all.
Wait, because, child.
Or just tag me after this live so people
Okay.
can see it, or
Yeah.
just mention me.
Why
And then
somebody said that you said that you was giving somebody something? What's she talking about? Oh, sorry. I
I said
don't.
I'm sending somebody to Maldives. That's what I'm giving away. But you gotta join the program before March 1st. That's when the contest will start.
No, not DM him sleep. It's
Oh,
Chi
sleep. Oh
DM
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. If you DM me sleep,
Oh,
if
okay.
you have
So
sleep
DM
issues,
DM
yeah,
Chi for program,
and
and then
sleep
DM
for the
sleep
food.
for sleep things.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you the full video where I go over the best type of supplements to take to help you induce sleep, and the best sleep things to fix your sleep hygiene. You need to fix your sleep hygiene, and I go through all over that in a 10-minute video. So just DM me sleep. I'll send
And
it.
I challenge everyone to just follow that, shift your phone to night
Yeah,
shift
that's gonna
and get
help.
the 8 hours and all those things and see how it helps with your cortisol levels, stress, and just digestion and eating,
Yeah,
right? So
and last thing, if I had to ask Chi right now, what is your thermostat set on at 9 o'clock? What would you say?
sorry, I wasn't listening. I'm reading. I'm answering
Okay.
questions.
If long story short for everybody, I know a lot of us black people, we like to keep our house hot. Drop your thermostat to 68 degrees.
Shit.
Exactly. See, that's that black people stuff right there. 68 degrees at 9:30 because in order for your body to start inducing sleep, which means it's producing its own melatonin, for the ladies who's taking melatonin, your core body temperature got dropped 2 degrees.
Terrence, you got to turn down the heat.
Yeah, y'all trying to have the house feeling like Africa all day
No,
long.
look,
What
no,
y'all
look,
doing?
look. Now he turning down the heat.
Yeah, right. 68 degrees at 9:30. I promise you, y'all gonna notice. Y'all gonna get the best sleep of your life. Lower is better. She said 65. I know she getting great sleep. Okay. But every animal knows that during the daytime it's hot and during nighttime it's the coldest. So if you're simulating that environment and you're in your house and all day long it's 76 degrees, your body does not know if it's daytime, nighttime. You got a whole lot of lights going on. It's the same temperature. That's why you're not going to sleep. And that's why some of y'all be waking up in the middle of the night sweating. It's too hot.
Yeah.
Okay? Somebody say I can't sleep if it's cold. Try it. Use a comforter or wear a snuggie. Try it.
Okay. All right. This was great.
All right, y'all.
I appreciate you.
Thank you
Trey,
so
I
much,
guess I
She. I know
speak
you
to
didn't
you.
have to do this, so I want to say thank you and thank
Oh
you for
no,
being the
of
person
course.
that you are. You lit. You're dope.
Yeah. Of course. I'm trying to share. I'm trying to share the knowledge. Okay.
Like, I love the fact that you ain't gatekeeping.
Nope. Ain't gatekeeping over here. All right, guys. Love y'all. Speak to y'all later.
All right,
Peace.
y'all. Have a good night.
All right. So I hope you guys have learned a lot. Jotted down some notes like I did. I started to keep like a little food journal or just like a journey, reflect on it, paying really close attention of what foods are impacting my body, which ones are making me bloat, which ones are not. Like I keep all of it in like this little book. So that I can just, because it's not natural to me, right? It's not natural to me. So I have to keep going back and just making sure of things and all of that. So yeah, but I hope this was helpful. I hope this was helpful. Hit up Trey. I think it's going to be a great 30 days and you're going to see results. If you are honest, disciplined, right, and committed, you have to be it in order to see change. So, all right, y'all, I'm about to go. I got to go wind down. I'm already tired though. I'm tired. But yes, Jenny, thank you for being you're so funny. He was like, that ain't true. That ain't true. Oh, child. Okay, guys. I am going to leave this live on my page, so you can always go back to it too. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great night. Get some sleep. Get 8 hours of sleep. Try not to eat right now, because if you're on the East Coast, it's 8:50. We are not eating right now. Okay. Go and get you some alkaline water or some filtered water and put some lemon in it and take y'all asses to sleep. Shift your phone tonight, whatever he said, nighttime, something, right? And go and take y'all asses to bed. Get off the internet. And everybody that's here, go to my last couple of reels and just like them. All right, guys. Love y'all. Bye.